Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne, you had a huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock. 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation.
A domination.
The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart.
Way The Rock used to slide into the people's elbow. Always loved that.
That are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years.
Shit happened
displaying the
out here, I
always-ready
think, too.
mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
Oh, desire and resolve will be tested tonight, all for the right to claim the championship.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
Coquina clutch locked in. This might just do it. This might just... Trying to get out of the submission. And does. Thursday Raw Thursday. Getting kicked off with a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. Number one contender, Rocky Maivia, versus the champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Enough already.
Inconspicuous by his absence, submission time.
Dragon sleeper applied.
Wrapped around the neck. This is dangerous.
This is an especially uncomfortable hold, restricting so much of your breathing.
He is not willing to go to sleep yet.
Raw drop kick. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champions.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
Boom! And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated. And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can be won outside of the squared circle. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart. Take
because you could track him
and win. Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Lariat. Sliding back in under the ropes here. Up the rope he goes.
He gotta be.
From the top, double axe handle connects. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Wow, I should try to take a bite of my food.
And into the pin, title up for the title, new champ. And the champ doesn't even let the count start.
Staying in this one.
Okay.
Face buster knee smash. Shoulders are down to retain. And still in this.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Gotta finish it.
Kick to the body and now
it's a pedigree, right? I think so, yeah.
This could be big.
No, it's a fucking cutter.
That's a lot of blood starting to pour from Rocky's head.
Woo! Focused attack to his head.
Wow.
I can't tell if it's anger or the other. They're going shot for shot, blow for blow. And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship.
Just teeing up with that fight forever vibe.
I guess I did whatever I needed to do.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all around. Two fighters, both superstars just unloaded.
go!
Test of wills with a big exclamation point.
Hunter whipped into the corner, nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle and a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
No, I haven't.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
With the win.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Acknowledge Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
Going up and possibly out. Pulls the leg. Oh!
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on
taking flight.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing. Headbutt.
Vicious headbutt.
Peter Maivia just rubbing it in now.
Running power slam.
The headbutt.
Ian Steele fending him off. Shoulder tackle. Okay. Going for a quick cover. Pin broken up easily.
It's a little early for an earnest attempt.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the Animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the Animal.
Sky high.
Power slam turns the tide.
Oh, ouch. Catches a punch.
Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
Ooh. Not so much for my health.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Boom. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Need to hit you, I got you.
Oof.
Eat, no more holding back. Going all out now.
Oh, one thunderous final blow.
The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Egg.
Two very opposing.
Oh, no. Better make reservations.
Definitely looks like somebody choked him.
Man, you really have to throw caution to the wind.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
Ah!
He's in a bad position now.
Resisting as much as he can, but for how much longer?
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done.
Boom, running STO plants him. Nicely done.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
And a series of vicious stomps. You want to control the tempo.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Completely a chance to win it here. Kick out before the ribs count.
Not enough pressure on the pin.
Ooh. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
One-handed. And you can see that offense was aimed directly at his skull.
Why is he reversing everything?
Counter into a dragon screw.
Starting to ascend the steel cage.
Have to dig deep if you want to reach the top of the cage.
Okay.
Boom!
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the
He's not making his health gets
Peter's
that far
considered
down.
a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body. As the arm wringer,
able to fight out with a punch to the face.
Boom, running STO plants him. Nicely done.
Oh, that was terrible.
A reversal. He saw that coming. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And look at this now, yes, applying the submission hold. A stump puller.
It's in deep, the leg bending awkwardly.
Working to take the base away.
I'm getting your ass. What you trying to do?
And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
How it was supposed to go.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. The
Tattoo.
Steel Cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the...
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from
Becky
Nia
Lynch
Jax.
whole career was made because of Nia Jax bopping her in the face.
Is a two-time women's tag team champion. She
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate, she does!
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the bonsai drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And there will be a coronation taking place tonight as Jax and Lyra Valkyria face off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax.
Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home, set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Didn't go to plan for Jax. Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
Oh. Taken down with a body slam.
Able to make a timely escape. Could really use a sense of urgency right now when it comes to getting back in the ring.
She goes under the ropes, back inside.
Beats the count without a moment to lose.
Forcing her right out of the ring.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count. Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Nia doing exactly what she set out to do, keeping Valkyria grounded.
Now Jax needs to stay the course, and the crown will be hers.
Nia Jax out of harm's way.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second queen of the ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
She gets taken into the corner, needs to get out.
Able to save herself there. Is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years. Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax. Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this, maybe not.
No way, there's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no! Good night, Annihilator!
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax!
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring!
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax and officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey.
So that was Rikishi. Holy fuck.
This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carry the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What? Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
What about that?
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground were over. This is no holds barred.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Amazing.
It's all so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that. Trampling the opposition.
Austin is like a man possessed. It's been almost a year since Austin's been in the ring.
From the top. Elbow drop. Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
And this one could be moving to ringside, sliding back into the ring.
Excellent.
He wants this fight on the outside.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
and dropping bombs.
Austin decompression. 10 months of frustration into the single most important ass whooping of his life.
And now with him going for the table, we're just in straight up appetite for destruction territory here.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
He grabbed the chair. Now would be a good time to run.
This conflict is beyond disturbing. Corey, what's going through Rikishi's mind when it comes to defeating Stone Cold?
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the rattlesnake, because we know Austin will take out Austin.
Right in the face.
My God.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all the Rock's success.
Baseball bat, why not? Have one of those too.
I know that'll bruise the hell out of you.
Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
Ever to pick up those steel steps.
Stone Cold too slow there.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to. They'll take things into the ring. Austin showing no fear, no intimidation.
Not bragging also. It doesn't matter.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
Ooh, quick knee to the gut. Ooh, DDT.
Austin stomping at Rikishi's heart. That's if Rikishi even has a damn heart. Stop right to the gut.
Drops the hammer right on the lower back.
Oh, they're going
Austin
back and forth.
Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Oh, the steel steps are
Austin
missing.
has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. The reversal by Rikishi.
There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks. And this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for.
Pow, 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 pow.
Vicious. time to clear out. Yeah, this is a bad situation.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin.
And again.
Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this.
Oh, clothesline!
Rikishi hoisting up his opponent. Rikishi's right. And that one busted up Austin, too.
Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
Unbelievable tenacity on display from Stone Cold. Austin simply refuses to quit.
That was plan A, and it didn't work. He must be thinking about plan B at this point. 2 count. He kicks out at 2.
Obviously still has some fight left.
He's still reeling, and more punishment is incoming. Rikishi driver. It put Austin down. Unbelievable.
2. Shoulder up before
Dude, 2 finishers and a signature, and he's still kicking out.
He's been able to endure.
And it may just take going to the
Oh, and a choke slam. That's for a good match.
Rikishi trying to pick up the win. Breaks the close count.
How?
He got too
Headed out
much.
to ringside now.
He got way
What does
too
he have
much,
planned?
momentum.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
I'm worried our announce table will soon be in the line of fire here.
Who cares about the table?
And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
Taking steps toward the top rope.
Big old splash. Oh no!
What a spectacular.
No! That's not what I needed.
Don't try this at home, viewers, because of terrible miscalculations like that. Austin showing no fear,
Man,
no
he's so close to the
intimidation.
finisher. I feel like this is the one. I feel like this is the one where we're gonna beat him finally. Dude, lucky they changed it. They changed the height of everything. Can't throw it as I used to. The ropes completely ruined it. Jump, jump.
From the top. And completely missed him up.
A terribly risky move, and it did not
We're gonna fight out here.
Icarus could have done it better.
Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here. Austin had that one scouted.
Woo. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one.
No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Come on, Austin.
I shudder to think what went through his mind.
He said no
when he
shovel.
picked up the shovel.
Diamond-plated steel coming at you.
And Stone Cold can't find a way off the blocks.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold.
Woo! I got it. Shit. Oh, can I do it on the hey, try and do it on this chair.
There's no chance you're coming back from another one of those.
2. Rikishi's
Crap.
the fangs of rattlesnake.
Man,
Damn it.
that took way longer than it should have.
This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.